Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Elvis lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Leclerc, Hamilton, Verstappen, Norris, Perez, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Ocon, Fernando Alonso, Albon, Magnussen, Joe, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, and Logan Sargent. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. They've been involved in a number of costly incidents lately. That's got to affect their mindset going into this race.
It's not an ideal situation by any means. When you get into a bad run like that, there's always a risk of frustration creeping in, which can cause more mistakes and locks you into this vicious cycle. Hopefully today they can get through turn 1 cleanly and stay calm for the rest of the race.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power. Okay, we're looking at some gearbox wear, so try to keep the number of shifts to a minimum, please. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Thank you. I need a moment.
Well done, mate. Well done. That's a great finish. You've really stepped up and achieved what we asked you to do today, so good job.
Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. Elvis increases their championship lead. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, goodbye. We're under the lights once again here in Qatar. Last year we took a year off due to a small footballing tournament that was being hosted, but it's all excitement on the track now. We're back here in Lusail for a track that's 3.34 miles long. There are 16 turns around its unique three-prong shape and just a single DRS zone out of turn 16. It's fast and it's flowing, and there's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS down the long straight and into turn 1. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Elvis lines up on pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Hamilton, Norris, Verstappen, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Bottas, Joe, Ricciardo, Albon, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Sargent, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Anthony Davidson, a very warm welcome to you as you join me in the commentary box for today's event. The last few races have been a bit rough for them, unable to get a clean run. That's got to have some effect on their confidence, surely.
Certainly confidence is an important factor. And every time you're involved in an incident, it's not just the car you damage, but that confidence as well. But all the top racing drivers are able to tune that out when the race gets underway and focus on the job at hand.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power. Okay, we're looking at some gearbox wear, so try to keep the number of shifts to a minimum, please. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Final lap, final lap. Push, push. Gap to your teammate behind is 19.6 seconds.
Thank you. I need a moment.
That's a race win and your second race win in a row. Fantastic job.
And that's the checkered flag. What an effort from the team here in Qatar. And a fully deserved victory too. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
I can see them on their way out to the podium now. Aston Martin are really making waves in this sport. And what a special race this was to see them earn that top spot. So let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Elvis increases their championship lead. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Elvis.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Aston Martin move up to the top of the standings. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.